You have hands, we all have hands. We can all make different decisions on what to make with our hands. We can train them to throw a ball or write exciting stories on paper. We have decided to train our hands, to make the most beautiful machinery man can imagine. The journey starts at the very beginning. The first year students practice very rough exercises where they work on metal with simple tools, aiming for high precision. Anything other than perfection is not an option.
They train their minds and hands to work together, where to file next. If the stroke isn't true and they make a mistake, they have to start all over again, because they are making tools for themselves, for the future, and they can't be anything other than flawless. At first they can't see the mistakes, but luckily they have teachers who can, and will guide them in the right direction, and won't let them take the shortcuts. The result after the first year is that they have made some of the basic tools for themselves. They now have a lifetime of work ahead of them.
One of the longest working teachers was Leo Koivisto, who has also made loads and loads of learning material for the school. He taught from the 60s to the 21st century, and he has made this 4-volume book of large clocks. And he has drawn 1,400 drawings by hand and done all the mathematics and all those things in this book.
So what do the students learn here? I think they learn to use their hands and use their head. So most of the education is really learning by doing.
Because most of the watches we repair are for real customers, it gives us confidence for the future. So in the future I wish to work as a watchmaker, maybe make my own watches someday.
Sometimes it really can be a hard way to learn to do precise things by hand, and it can be also easier to learn from the books. You can read and you can study that way, but learning to do something, it can be really hard. And they say that it takes in every field 10,000 hours to be an expert. So we have during these 3 years we have about 3,000 hours. To a certain extent, I think the hand skill it's a natural talent, and you can practice it a little bit more, of course, and a lot more. But the basic thing is the three-dimension thinking. So if your hand doesn't work like your brain says, it's an almost impossible situation of that case. Some part of it is natural talent, but of course you can develop it by practicing.